The Record Cite app is pretty intuitive, but let's make sure you're dialed in. We'll start with the push button method for entering citations. You pick a source from the drop-down list, then you press Tab to continue to the numbers box where you enter the pinpoint. You will see your citation take shape in the box in the upper left, which changes to green text. Press on the box to enter the citation. Now let's create a new cite using the push button method. We pick a citation that's similar to the one that we want to create. Thus, if we want to create a new deposition cite, we start with one that's already in the list. We press the New Cite button. The form expands to the right and the first word is automatically selected. In most cases, that's the only part we have to change. We simply begin typing in the new source in lowercase. There is no need to hit the Shift key. The Save as New button appears after we have made a change of some sort. When we're finished, we press Save as New. The source is capitalized and entered as a new cite. We are redirected to the numbers box. We enter the pinpoint reference and press the button in the upper left again. Let's take a closer look at the AutoCap feature. The first letter of every word is capitalized except for articles and short prepositions. There's considerable variation in the accepted ways of doing this. We've chosen a minimalist, when in doubt list of words recommended by the U.S. Government Printing Office. We capitalize the first letter of every word with the exceptions noted. The others are left untouched. Thus, if you type McDonald with a small m and a capital D, the M will be promoted to a capital and the D remains the same. As an added feature, anything starting with MC or O and an apostrophe gets translated like it should. If this formula does not work for you in a given case, simply uncheck the checkbox labeled Auto Title Case. We greased the skids on this form as much as we could. Once you get the hang of it, you can use keyboard shortcuts to turbocharge the process. To enter a citation with keystrokes, pick a cite from the list, tab through to the pinpoint box, enter your pinpoint numbers, then press Enter or Tab to enter the cite. Now we pick a deposition from the drop-down list and press Enter or Tab. The form expands just like it did before. We press small g followed by double LIS and press Enter or Tab to create the cite. At that point we're redirected to the numbers box. We enter our pinpoint and press Enter or Tab again to enter the cite into the document. If you select a signal from the drop-down list, it will enter automatically. Press the first ID button to enter a plain reference to ID. The second ID button conforms to the last one that you pick from the drop-down list. Usually that will be the last cite that you entered. If not, just pick a new cite from the list for the sake of formatting ID correctly. You don't have to enter it into the document. The signals and ID are capitalized by default. Uncheck the lowercase checkbox to enter them as lowercase. If you press Revise with the down arrow, the form expands downwards and you're presented with a workspace that gives you more options to customize your cites. We have a separate video to cover that topic.